Nobody had ever seen this many people in one place before. Certainly nobody had ever played to an audience like that before.
And I was there 2 weeks before the concert. And it was, you know, summer afternoons in upstate New York. It was beautiful, and I just walked around and took pictures of the hog farm arrived to set up the campgrounds, and I would photograph them. And then one day, I looked up at the top of the hill, and there was a couple of people sitting, a little group of people sitting up there. I thought, that's odd, what are they sitting up there for? And oh yeah, right, I forgot, there's gonna be this concert. And then a day later, there were a few thousand people up there, and then very quickly, 400,000 people.
When we were flying in, there was probably people as far as the eye could see in almost every direction.
And he said to the pilot, he says, hey, dude, what are those crops? And that guy said, those are crops, dude, those are people.
I gotta tell you, originally, I didn't want to go to Woodstock. I was tired, I was exhausted, but when we went on that helicopter and I saw the mass audience there, my whole attitude changed. This is gonna be the biggest gig we'll ever play.
This is our second gig.
This is the second time we've ever played in front of people, man. We're scared shitless.
It's getting to the point where I'm no fun anymore.
Santana, Joe Cocker, bands I'd seen before, and it turned out to be great. They got a great career boost out of it.
Back in those days, you got more than 50 people together, you're pretty sure going to have some kind of riot or trouble or whatever it was. Never mind 50,000 people, never mind 500,000 people, that was guaranteed disaster.
One of the greatest things about Woodstock is that we don't have on record, or there is not on record, one case of physical violence from one human being to another.
Yeah, except those two guys started duking it out toward the front of the stage, and I got 500,000 people to go, peace, and they just about shit in their pants. They shook hands, everybody went, rah! And that was it. That was the only violence that I remember.
Let's face the situation. We've had thousands and thousands of people come here today. Many, many more than we knew or even dreamt or thought would be possible. We're going to need each other to help each other to work this out because we're taxing the systems that we have set up.
I never felt during the festival that there was a time when we were liable to have a riot. I felt there were things we could do to prevent a problem.
My friend Michael Lang and some others were saying, this is nuts. There's already 50,000 people here. We haven't even opened the gate. They're tearing down the gates. By the time we end this discussion, there'll be 100,000 people out there.
We had heard that they had sold the rights to Warner Brothers for a six-figure deal. And we said, tell them, do you want a good movie or a bad movie?
We had a situation, I felt we had to say, tell everybody the obvious, which was it was a free concert.
It's a free concert from now on. What it means is that the people who are backing this thing, who put up the money for it, are going to take a bit of a bath.
And when they reached that consensus, I knew that something had changed. Something had shifted in the world. Something had moved a little bit in a direction that nobody could have anticipated. It became historic. That's what made it historic. That's why we're talking about it now, that decision.